Alright everybody, we're going to do a little bit of something different. Going to show you from start to finish how we're going to make chicken and dumplings from start to finish, like I said, and that is from dispatching the chicken to in the pot and then eating. So let's get with it. We're going to do it with just this and a chicken. So let's get going. Now when I said that we're going to do chicken and dumplings, we have what everybody in the homesteader business says, that too many roosters. Well, they gave them away. That's not really feasible for us because that's giving away food. I'm gonna take them because chickens, roosters, whatever, they're gonna make good food. Roosters make good chicken and dumplings, and they put together the broth, provide the meat, and there's nothing left of that rooster by the time you get done with him but the bone. And you hatched him, you grew him up, so it's a waste to give him away or just sell him or whatever. So we have in here 3 freebie roosters, so we're gonna select us one, and I hope I don't get flogged trying to pick one out, but we're gonna pick us one out and proceed to dispatch and fix us some chicken and dumplings. And the other 2 roosters got away. Do you have any other words to say? Not happy. He's not a happy camper.
These roosters came from a free-ranging environment, so he's never been handled before.
And they've never been handled, and they are not happy. So that's probably the first time they've been held. So we're gonna hold him with a killing cone. And our killing cone is chock full of leaves because it's not been used in a while. Yes, chicken. Look at there. Yeah. Kind of weird, ain't it? Now, what you want to do, since he's so wild, is want to get him by the feet. Make sure, get his head. He's not been handled, so you want to make sure you don't get bit. Hold their wings together and help his head in. Look, dude, you gotta go through. I know. Well, look through. See? Peekaboo. Now, for all of you who are squeamish, look away now. Because this is the part that gets bloody if you can ever get through the feathers. And you wait. Alright, now, sorry for the break, but while I was a break, I got feathers that I wanted to keep. See, they'll make somebody very happy. So I'm gonna send these inside the rabbit barn for safekeeping so the wind don't blow them away, and I'm gonna proceed to skin this rabbit. So bear with me because the well, the chicken, my bad. But the wind is taking the feathers away, so hold on 1 second. All right, like I was saying, and my feathers were blowing away. It ain't a rabbit, it's a chicken, okay? I always say rabbit because we're out in the rabbit yard and all that good stuff, but you can pluck your chicken if you want to, if the skin is good, because most of the meat birds, the skin tears because they're not old enough. Obviously this chicken was old enough. I'm not going to keep the skin on it because it's going to be for dumplings. So I'm going to go in and just skin it, which is going to save a lot of time in the plucking phase because I'm not going to pluck it. Although it would be easy to pluck. So you make you a little poke in there. Lay your knife down so you don't cut yourself. And you skin him. And there's no tried and true method of skinning a chicken. As long as you get the skin with the feathers and all off of the chicken, that's all that matters. And yeah, you're gonna get feathers on it because I didn't have a bucket of water. It's cold right now. It was 70 degrees outside yesterday and it's 40 today. So welcome to Tennessee. So we will cut right here and I'll get back with you whenever we get the chicken skinned. You don't stop crowing, you're gonna be one with your compadres, okay? We don't tolerate that around here. Not very often. With the chicken is fairly naked. With the except of his fuzzy cuffs around his legs, which ain't gonna matter by the time I get him in the house. And since it's so windy, I think I'll be doing the gutting process in the house. So we are gonna be moving indoors, so get back with you in a bit. I decided I was gonna go ahead and gut it at the table, so I went ahead and gutted it. It don't look pretty, and it's still got its feet on there, but we are gonna rinse it off here. We'll rinse it off a bit, get the feathers off, finish getting it undressed, so to speak, and then we're gonna soak it in water, in a water bath with salt. So let me get all the feathers. I will be cutting the legs off later, so I'm not really concerned about the legs. You know, the yellow legs part. Some people keep the legs. I don't. And I'm going to wash what I can until I get him ready to put in the salt bath. And then we're going to rinse the sink out. Always start with a clean sink and cold water. You know, you got to cool the meat down as quickly as possible. So put them in there, fill your sink up with water, and pour a generous amount of salt. And the reason I say generous is because it will pull the blood out of the meat. Because nobody wants to bite into a piece of chicken if you're fried or whatever and you get that black stuff around the bone. That's just cooked blood. Nope, that's disgusting. Nobody wants that. So I'm going to fill the sink up. I'll step over here and get the salt. There it is. Just your plain Jane salt. Generic is fine. It doesn't have to be anything special. Doesn't matter if it's iodized or not. You're not trying to salt cure it. You're just trying to draw the blood out. Now, and cover your meat up with the water. So we'll wait, cover the meat up, and then cut the water off and let it soak. And with that, we'll get back with you whenever it's time to take it out. Alright, now that Mr. Chicken is soaked and cleaned and depawed, there's our paws, we're going to get a little pressure cooker here. Set it in the sink. We're going to rinse him off good. Because always wash your meat. I don't care who you are, wash your meat. You always find a little feather, stray feather or something. I don't care how clean you are. There's always going to be something stray up. Or something that you missed, something you forgot. There's that little feather right there. Anywho, we got chicken. And I find a little bit of something. But anyway, I got it out, got it off, rinse him out, rinsed him off, the last of the feathers into the pot. And this little bird better to fit, but he fit. And the way I do it is I pressure mine. And the reason I do that is because roosters are tough. Especially if they're a little older, they're not really young. So you want to pressure cook them so the meat will fall off the bone real well. Because nobody wants to eat dumplings, especially chicken and dumplings, and get a piece of bone or a piece of gristle or something like that. It's just nasty. All you want is the meat. So whenever you fill up the pressure cooker, you cover the meat. And water shouldn't be more than 2/3. So if it doesn't cover the meat, you cut the meat up. So we will get this guy covered up, put the lid on it, and stir him up. Alright, now we got a gas stove. So we usually use the power burner because I do everything as hot as I can get it around here. Put that on there, and before I put the juggler on here, I let just a little bit of steam build up and pull out of there. The steam's not built up yet, but that's what I'll do. And then I'll put the juggler on there and give it 20 minutes. So we'll get back to you after the 20-minute timer has run out. Now the chicken is cooked. This is what it looks like coming out of the pressure cooker. And it is hot. So we're going to take the pieces of chicken, put them in the bowl, considering it didn't all just fall apart like I expected it to, but that's alright, because we have help here to pull chicken off the bone. So we will pull said Mr. Rooster here, and we are going to give Mr. Rooster to Haley. And Haley is going to debone chicken for us. Now, everybody's got a different process. Don't know what it is, but as long as the bones don't go in the pot, it's all good. So, Haley's going to go away with this. The next part is going to be we're going to sift the broth through the colander and into the pot that we're gonna use to cook the dumplings in. And this is the pot we're gonna cook it in. So, and the way we do it is we put a pot in here, put our colander in here, just set it in like so, so you don't get anything but the broth. And And that way you don't get anything but what you want to have in here. And there was a little bit of meat that stuck, so we're going to put it in there too. That's not considered a bone, that's considered really good edible. There is nothing left. Now the broth is where you get all of your good vitamins and all of the flavor. So, since we know now that there is no foreign matter, we're gonna put this, get our transfer pot back on the stove, light the burner again. Pull that burner and our eyelashes off. And we are going to start putting dumplings in while Haley pulls chicken apart. Woo. And the reason I use biscuits, because I don't know how to make the dumplings. So if anybody doesn't know how to make the dumplings, I got your back covered. This is just the easy way. The easy, quick way. Get your biscuits, flatten them out, and tear them apart. Drop them in. When the water boils, dumplings. And then we will add our chicken here in just momentarily. With a hungry little boy.
Say hey, Doc. What up? Okay, and this is what's left after the meat is pulled off of the chicken. And that will not go to waste. It will go into either the compost or it will go into the chicken food.
This is what we've got as far as chicken. Good stuff. And I'll quit eating it so everybody else can have some chicken in the dumplings. So let's get putting it in the dumplings. Dumplings is at a good rolling boil, which is what you want to have. And the reason I put it in there with my hands, I'm double checking for gristle, because even us seasoned pros can miss a piece of gristle. So, put it in there, spread it around. And that rooster gives some good meat. And we're going to be good tonight. Alright. Now this is going to simmer for about 15 minutes, maybe, depending on how hungry we get. And then we'll show you whenever it's done, whenever I get a bowl of it.
Before you quit with this, what about seasoning?
All I use is salt and pepper. That's it.
The rest of it is seasoned to taste, if whatever your family likes.
Yep.
Okay.
Final words here. This is some good dumplings, chicken. That's the dark meat. There's the light meat. So it'll work both ways. So with this, we're gonna eat. That's a good chicken.